What's going on, everybody? Survival Islanders back again with another video. Don't forget to join our Discord. Link to that will be in the description. Don't forget to join our Roblox group if you follow and play any of our games. Link to that will also be in the description. So this video is, somebody asked me to do this a while ago. Just been very busy, so I'm sorry. But this is for scripting and AI to follow paths for horror games and everything. But not only just follow a path, we'll choose different paths at random. So, and you can add your own. You can do as many as you want. So, can have, I'll give you the model link in the description when this is all said and done. But you want to start by inserting if you're going to do this yourself, get your own little template. This one's R6. You could do R15. Doesn't matter. I just have an R6 model. So just insert a basic script. I right-clicked and just went to Insert Object, Script. Get rid of that. Add our variables. So, call our AI. Its variable is just AI. I'm calling that so script.parent. This tells us that the script is inside of the AI. Next, get the humanoid. I'll just call it that. Doesn't really matter. You can call it whatever you want. It's a variable. So this right here told us that humanoid is it goes from the script to the parent to the humanoid. So that tells us that the script is inside of the AI, and then now we're looking for another part of the AI, so we're looking for the humanoid. Now we want the torso. Again, call it whatever you want. I'm just calling it by its actual part. So, same thing, just like we did the humanoid. It went from its script to the parent to the torso. Okay. Now, we want to set up our points. So, as you can see, I have two paths. The red is number 1. The blue is number 2. I'm calling them way 1 and 2. Depending, for mine, the naming will matter. If you're writing the script yourself, do whatever you want. Because that's just going to be how they clone into it. But anyways, so we're going to call these wander positions. And that variable equal, and you're going to want to use your, it's not a, I actually don't know what this symbol is called. Not the bracket, but you hold shift and you hit the bracket key. So whatever that little symbol is, shift and hit brackets. So I'm going to add the 2 of them. However, the reason I'm naming them this is that in a few seconds, the number in front will actually matter. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is create a variable that explains, it'll be the variable that explains how these wander positions, these 2 paths will be selected, so how they will be selected at random. So I'll just call it this. And next, you're going to have it do math.random. This will involves a math function, but it'll choose a number at random. So that'll be the numbers here that you see. This time is actually parentheses. So you're going to just have 1, and then hashtag. Okay, so that means that the selected variable, the selected path, will be chosen at random by its number. That 1 just means that it'll be just the first number in front. So that means it could be this 1 or 2. So this could be 1 or 2, and then that's what's going to be here. That's why the number is in front. Okay, so the next part of this will be describing what happens if it's this and what happens if it's not. So what happens, we want to do if selected is equal to When you want to do equal to, you don't want to just hit 1 equals and then this, otherwise you're basically defining the variable. When in instances like greater than or less than, equal to is double equal sign. So equal to 1, then, so in case you're not following, if number 1 is selected, then we're going to do this. After you, with an if function, there's always an end thing here when you hit enter. So local. So now this is our variable for the points within way 1. I just, you could have called them positions 1, 2, 3, but the numbers do matter. So I just called them all the same thing, but adding numbers. So the waypoints are equal to game.server storage. Oops, I am not typing. Dot way 1. So we have the directory for where we're going to put it. So now I can put these in server storage. Server storage is a way of, well, really it's when you want to clone something into a game. That's actually what it's for. It's for taking things within the server and putting them into the game so everybody can see it. So, but now we want to have it cloned. So we want to take this object that we have stored, and when the function activates, clone. This, when it's selected, this will create a clone. It'll make a copy from server storage and insert it into the workspace so everybody can see it. That means the AI will then be able to follow because it exists. So here is the lot of math part. So now we want to have it so waypoint 1, want to have its directory to the workspace. So it's cloning it. Where do you want the clone to go? Clone needs to be in the workspace. So you got to do .parent. So that means that since it's in here, that means its parent is this. We want it to be here. So waypoints 1 .parent needs to be equal to workspace. Also, I've seen a lot of scripts these days. Make sure when you do workspace, it's not capital. Same with game. A lot of old scripts actually used to be capital or something, and people put them in there. So they kind of either changed it or if it's always been like that. I can't remember. Okay, then now here's the math part. I might speed this up after I show you the first part of it. So humanoid. Now we're at humanoid. Just to explain that part real quick. Humanoid has a way of positioning. You want to walk to a point. That's what we're doing. We're making it walk to a certain position a number of times. So the humanoid move to parentheses. Now instead of a clone function, we have a move to function. It's not really a function, but I'm calling it that. So you want to move it to waypoint 1, and then we want the first position, the first point. So the first point is POS 1. Dot position. This now makes it so that when the script activates cloning path 1 into the workspace and it starts follow it, it'll start going to the first thing in the list. So it'll go to waypoint 1. And then you want to have it go to humanoid.move to finish. This tells the humanoid that, hey, I'm here, I'm done. What else do you want? Then you want it to wait. So you want to, and do not, unless you just want it to, you can add whatever number here, but if you have it do that, like if I put a number 5, that means it's going to take 5 seconds to go to the next position. So just if you want it to go continuously, don't add a number. Don't add any wait time. So, and let's see, I have 5 positions. So I'm just going to copy and paste this a bazillion times, another 4 times. Okay. The easy part is just changing the numbers. That's all. You can copy and paste it. It saves you a lot of time. You only have to change the number. Oops, I added too many. Okay. So, it's done. The path is now done. Now, how does it know to do another function? Well, I mean another path. Well, the path's not done yet. It went somewhere. It went to the end. Now, I want it to go back to the starting point so it can do another path. So I want to warn the AI that, hey, in case you really didn't understand, you finished the task. You finished the task. Why did I just type fish? Hey, you're okay, so now we warned it, hey, you're finished with your task. Now you want to move it back. So this time, same exact thing. Except now the numbers are reversed. Except I didn't need to change 3. There. So now it's going to go back from 5 to 4 to 3 to 2 to 1. So, then you want to also, again, warn it, hey, you're done. Now, when that's done, you want to get rid of the path. So, waypoints 1, destroy. This will remove the copy from workspace entirely. Now it doesn't exist. So, you want to tell the script you want to disable the script. You want to tell it, hey, you finished the path. It's all good and done. Don't do any more. I want you to reset. So we're telling, basically at this point, we're making sure it's disabled, so now it's going to reset. So you want to wait 0 amount of time. Don't type anything, it'll be instant. Then script.disabled will equal false. So after we disabled the script and then turned it back on, so we turned it off and turned it back on, now it's completely reset. Now it has another chance to do another thing. So afterwards, else. Now with this entire thing, we have it go into path 1. So now I will take my script, still in there, and just hit run, and we will watch it. The path will be red. See? As you can see, and I have it really sped up, it created it, it'll do the path, it'll come back, and then it'll remove. Now, it will not do anything else, and it is not continuously playing it because you need more than 1 for this function to operate. This is a thing that decides with 2 paths. If you're not looking for something with with only 1 path, I suggest you really try to use more than 1 path. It makes things a lot easier. When you're doing a horror game, if you're having to go through just a straight thing all over the map, it's going to take a serious amount of time. So you want to even it up so it can go everywhere, but not like, so all the players can see it. And it's not like everywhere, all over the place, and nobody will ever see it because it's taken too long to do its path. That's why we're doing it like this. So stop this. Okay. We'll do the same thing for way 2. We have 17. This is the easy part. Copy and paste the whole thing. And then you just have to add all the way, and I'm going to add all the way up to 17. But first, I need to change a few things. So selected, in this part, will now equal 2. You're selecting number 2. You want to clone way 2. And the only other awful part about this is changing it so instead of waypoints 1, you want waypoints 2, so that way the variables don't get mixed up. So I gotta go and delete a whole bunch of 1s and make them 2. Yes, when adding a path, you can either rewrite it starting from scratch, or if you copy and paste it, you'll struggle like I do. Regardless, copying and pasting isn't exactly sufficient sometimes. Now, I'll just add a whole bunch of these. So that's 10, 15, all the way up to 17. Now we just do the reverse. Okay, so we have the rest of the script, and now we're just going to play it. So now, as you can see, number 2 appeared. So now it has a chance of randomly selecting 1 or 2. So after it chooses this, it may choose 2 again, or it may go to 1. We'll have to see. Let's hope that it goes straight to 1, so you can actually see that it really did work. Okay, let's see. Come on, please choose number 1. Now you're choosing 2 again. But anyways, so it'll choose anything at random. Now adding a third one is the exact same process. So now you have the script fully working, and it'll keep going back and forth. So adding number 3 is the exact same thing that you saw me do. Just change a few different variables, and all will be fine. Just really like in taking the path number 2 right now. So that is all of this tutorial. I will provide a model of the exact finished product in the description. I'll let you add your own path 3 and everything else you need. This doesn't matter. It was just to show actually where it was going. So give us a like and a sub. If you got any questions, post down in the comments below. Give us a like and a sub. We'll see you all again in our next posted videos.